We're trying to pick up the communications from the tank. Turn your turret on, will you? Right back here, mimic your turret. That's it, you got him.
Hey Tankers, Bonsai Duck here. Welcome to another week of Tanker Chat. First, let me apologize for no videos for the August 8th. Had a technical issue here at the Mission Control and wasn't going to get anything done. So that's since been rectified, and now we're back up and running. But needless to say, I'm behind on videos. So we'll get one out today. It'll probably be later than the usual 7 a.m. In fact, this may be the first one. It's going to be a good test, and then we'll hopefully get back on track tomorrow, Monday, the 10th. So, as far as channel news goes, it's YouTube's doing pretty good. Getting some good videos from you guys. I haven't gotten the massive influx that I normally see, but I have a feeling that that has a lot to do with the equipment update and people having to go through and fix their equipment and stuff like that. So, but keep those videos coming. Whether they're good, bad, you want to show off, need some help, feel free. I had some good games on Friday night, so I got some out of those. But I've gone back and basically reset myself and just trying to work on my skill again, because I was struggling. I was going through a dark period in World of Tanks. So I've got to reset myself. So, and sometimes you just got to do that. You just got to go back and say, I got to go back to basics and figure out what's going on. So anyway, as far as Twitch goes, I'm going to try to get a Twitch stream today, but I'm definitely going to get back on schedule. I'm going to try to shoot for Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursday nights. So that's Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights. Got to run that by the house general, make sure that she's okay with it. And then what that'll do is that'll probably take away my weekend streams, because obviously you have to spend time with the wife. Happy wife, happy life, right? So look for that. Look at my Twitch stream to get the schedule, and I'll be updating that. Got a lot of updates that have to happen today. And let's see. Oh, got moved into the new dig, so I'm in my studio. That quote unquote my studio, my own separate room in the house where I can do the recordings and have my equipment and play my game and nobody can bother me. So that's kind of nice. Haven't got it all cleaned up and fixed up yet, so I'm not going to show you guys until I get it all dutied up, I guess. My man cave. Let's see. That's pretty much it. It's going to be a quick Tanker Chat, just simply because there's not a lot of news out there. There's so much going on, and then we'll have a little random thoughts. So let's get to the news. All right, so here we are back in the garage, or on the main page. As you can see, there was a new What's Next episode 10. In there was a code. I think it was 10 years something, whatever numeric they put back there. It's in there, and it's supposed to trip 2 missions, one for lower tier tanks and one for upper tier tanks. My question is I got the lower tier tank mission completed, and I'm pretty sure I had completed the upper tier 8s to 10s mission, but I never saw it on my game plates. So I'm not sure if it was working. Now I already the upper tier mission was for the some type of skin, which I had already had because I had it on my tanks. So maybe I didn't get it. Maybe I just didn't. But I never saw it in the game plates. That's what I'm saying. So if any of you have been able to trip both of them, let me know in the comments. I wasn't able to play yesterday, so I didn't see it. To see if I can do it today. But anyway, there's supposed to be 2 missions. Yeah, we got Return of the 50 TP. Prototype. So what can you see about the 50 TP prototype? Right, premium tier 8 tank, heavy, Polish heavy. It's a good crew trainer for the Polish heavy line. It's got a fairly good gun, decent bouncy turret, fairly maneuverable. I guess the question is it worth the $88 to $44 for you? I mean, if you have coupons, maybe. But yeah, that's your call. not mine. Let's see. Slashed prices on all Tier 8, Tier 6 through Tier 8 premiums. Okay, so in recognition of the game's 10th anniversary on August 12th, we will permanently reduce the prices of all Tier 6 through Tier 8 premium vehicles by 10%. Check out the new prices on the table below. Moreover, we'll also apply the same permanent price reduction to the all-new Tier 6 through Tier 8 premiums we aim to release in the future. So, giving a little price discount, 10% discount, that's not bad. If you have some coupons in there, maybe even make it worth more worth your while. The little chart here doesn't seem to work. I'm not quite sure what's up with that. It tells you you found something, but then doesn't show you what the cost is going to be. But anyway, that is what it is. It's good to see, a little price discount, especially after, the fiasco with the equipment. But we'll get into that later. Well, let's see. What else do we have? Ontario Museum update discount for those of you who can get to Ontario. You can purchase some more stages. You can purchase individual stages in the Battle Pass. So you got the M54 Renegade and the T92 were on sale. It's Sunday, so I'm not even going to show you the missions. And then, there's a little update in here about the communications information. There was a micro patch to fix some issues. So, but that's pretty much all that's on that page. What do we have on the status report? Not a whole lot on the status report. There was a little update that came out to fix. People were wondering where their guns went from the E100 and the IS4. Well, they went into their depot, so they're still there. You can sell them, but I guess that caused some angst, so they had to come out with a little blurb to say, hey, this is what we did with them. More news about the 1.10 update, which, again, we'll talk about in the random thoughts. We got the super test of the Super Chaffee Part 3, so that's moving along through super test. There was some rumor, conjecture, musings about maybe that being the reward that you get for the years that you've played the game. I find that kind of hard because it's this was posted August 2nd and today's the 9th, so I suppose it could come right out of super test right into the game, which means that it'd probably be OP, but I guess we'll see. Found a new site that actually I was watching Cody Menzies' update, and he'd referenced this site, so I've been kind of looking at it. I'm not even going to try to announce it or pronounce it. It's Ryzesk, info. It's a Polish site, so they have to do some translation. But they have a lot of information about the super test on there and maps that are getting some adjustments and stuff like that. So maybe well worth looking into. I haven't really looked into the site a lot, but they do tend to cover all the games out there. So I guess we'll see. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the news, because I think it's kind of a news downer because of the 1.10 update that took. I think it's still got some people in shock, but we'll talk about that in a moment. So let's get on to random thoughts. All right, so random thoughts. Well, let's see. The 1.10 update. I've gone through all my tanks from tier 1 to tier 10, all 215 of them. I don't have a lot of tanks compared to some players. I don't tend to keep tanks around that I don't play a lot. But it was a chore. Talked to a few players, and kind of read some forum posts and stuff like that. And my opinion of the equipment, I like the interface. The interface I like. As I stated before, I don't like the fact that you can't move around equipment to see what's best for your vehicle without going into the comparison. That you can't do it through the equipment mode, because immediately if you want to change, move out a piece of equipment that you currently have, that wants you to pay for the dismount, as opposed to making it as like a final transaction when you've decided what you want to do. Also, in my opinion, and these are all my opinions, right? There was some talk about it, kind of being a money grab. Was it a money grab? I know that some of the CCs had come out and stated they thought maybe it was, or it certainly looked like some. Maybe they didn't. Maybe it was another video I saw. But what I did is I went through all my tanks, removed all the equipment from my tier 1 through 5s. I don't play tier 1 through 5 very often, and I didn't really want to... I needed to just kind of clean it out. So it was a good spring cleaning in my garage. But I went through and removed all the equipment off my tier 1 through 5s, removed all the shells, all the consumables, just, camouflage. So 1 through 5, they're sitting there just plain Janes. 6 through 10, went through and, what I'd done in probably about 4 months ago is I'd gone through all my mediums, and I was running a lot of vents and wasn't getting the view range that I would have gotten with the optics, so I went through and fixed a lot of those. Well, lo and behold, the update comes out, and now, mediums are mobility category. Well, optics isn't one of those, and when you start looking at it and saying, okay, well, I had optics, vert stabs, and gun rammer, what was I going to get rid of? To get the boost, because none of those were in the mobility category, right? So on a lot of them, I ended up replacing the optics with vents, which gave me just as good a spotting, almost, if in some cases better, when I would do the comparison, and then the coated optics. So I ended up with a bunch of coated optics. So I ended up selling a bunch of equipment that I didn't need anymore because I had already fixed my 10s, 9s, and 8s. And because I had a bunch of that equipment, fixed all those, had a bunch left over, sold it, walked away with about 15 million credits, went in and fixed my 7s and 6s, and that's where I'm at. So there's an opportunity to make credits out there if you're low on credits. But the fact that you have to spend money and demounting of kits and stuff like that to get your tanks fixed, that was just wrong. That was just wrong, Wargaming. You really should have just said, hey, 30 days, demount whatever you need to demount, get it done and fix it. A lot of people with a lot of tanks have spent a lot of coin and a lot of time setting up their equipment the way they wanted, and now they're going to have to go back and fix those. It was easily, for me, probably an hour or two to fix all the tanks. So I think that was just wrong. And yes, it could come across as a money grab. And I think, I think it was a good idea that Wargaming had. They're taking a lot of older equipment, combining it to make new equipment. In some cases, that works very well. But then you get the money guy gets involved, and everything just went to crap after that. All right. So, was it a bad idea? No. Bad presentation? Yes. Bad implementation? Definitely. I don't think there was a lot of great things that came out of the implementation, but just simply because it left a bad taste in everybody's mouth. It just came across bad. So, for what it's worth, Wargaming, you might want to look at fixing some of that. And then you got the bounty and the bond equipment, right? So you got this bounty equipment, and you were told if you upgraded it, spent 3 million credits, it was supposed to be just as good as the bond equipment. Whoa! Now they changed it. Now, granted, is that bait and switch? In a way, it is, because now it's not as good. I've already spent the 3 million credits to make it as good, and then you dial it back. So just a lot of things in there that are very questionable, and I think it's soured a few people. New map though. Yep, like the new map. Okay. The buffs and the nerfs, I really haven't seen much of all on that. The Progetto, yeah, maybe a little less performance wise, but honestly, it's still fairly good. So EBRs, they need to go away. The EBRs they either need a massive nerf to bring them to make them more realistic in the game, or they need to go away. But that's pretty much my thoughts on the update. I got through it. Was it game breaking? Did it make me want to throw the game out and stop playing? No, didn't. Was it frustrating? A little bit. But again, it forced me to peek out, do some spring cleaning. So anyway, that's my thoughts. We got the 10-year anniversary coming out. So let's see what they're going to do about that. I hope to be playing more. Again, we'll get some Twitch streams going on, and we'll see how it goes. So anyway, that's all I got for this week. I got to get started on the videos and stuff like that. So you guys take care. Stay safe. This is Bonsai Duck out.